I've known David since we were boys, long before photography, long before life scattered our dreams across different paths. And trust me, I've seen him obsessed with many things, but nothing ever held his heart the way Esther did. They met on one rainy Tuesday. David told me the story so many times I could swear I was standing right there with him. He said she slipped, he caught her, and suddenly the rain didn't feel cold anymore. I laughed at him then. David wasn't the type to get sentimental. But that day, I saw something new in his eyes. And the first time I met Esther, I understood everything. She was calm, soft spoken, the kind of woman whose presence made the world feel less heavy. And David, with all his wild ambitions and restless energy, found a strange kind of peace with her. I watched them grow into something real, her buried in law, textbooks, him editing photos deep into the night, two young people building a love that looked honest and pure, but life always tests the things we cherish most. When David got the offer to travel to South Africa for a year, he almost couldn't breathe from excitement. It was the opportunity he had prayed for, and even though Esther smiled and told him to go, I saw fear hiding behind her eyes. Long distance won't change us, she said. But the truth, the distance started that same day. At first, they fought to keep the connection alive. Late night calls, long messages, soft promises. But slowly, it all began to slip. David would get swallowed by exhibitions, events, new people. Esther would wait for calls that came late or didn't come at all. I told him over and over, bro, don't lose her, make time.
Babe, I'm very busy now. I will call you back.
He's not picking my calls and not replying messages.
David was busy editing photos for a major presentation. He said, I'll call her back. He didn't. Not that night, not the next morning. By the time he remembered, she had finally reached her limit. When Esther walked away, David didn't understand at first. He thought love was strong enough to wait for him. He thought she'd still be there. But time doesn't pause for anyone. When he returned after a year, successful, celebrated, ready to rebuild, Esther had already moved on. She wasn't bitter, she wasn't angry, she was simply gone, living a new life where she didn't have to wait for someone who forgot to choose her daily. I stood beside him as he walked through the places they once shared, and I watched David, my stubborn, hopeful friend, break down under the Lagos rain he once loved photographing. He didn't say anything he didn't need to. I could feel the regret in the air around him. David learned the lesson too late. Sometimes love doesn't die because it wasn't real. Sometimes it dies because one person stopped showing up. And when David finally understood that, it was already too late. Is she supposed to wait for a year without good communication, or David is supposed to pause and have time for her? Who do you think is at fault? David or Esther? Let me know your opinion in comment section. If you enjoyed this story, kindly like and share. Thank you.